What is happening with you guys? Midnight here. In today's video I've got something a little bit different. I'm going to be playing BeamNG Drive on my wheel. If you guys follow the channel, you know this isn't something I've ever posted before. Traditionally I film videos with my Acura and things like going to car shows, but in all honesty I wasn't really happy with the way those videos turned out, and I haven't really had a whole lot of content to film with my car, so those videos won't be going away, but I've kind of just put them on retainer. I've been mostly holding off until I get a new car soon to start filming more IRL videos like that. In the meantime, I figured this is something that I enjoy, that I can bring you guys a little more consistently. If you're not interested in these kind of videos, I'm totally cool with that, but if you are, this is something I intend to make into a series and bring you guys more of. So for today's video, I'm going to be using the BeamNG series drift car, which is a part of the game itself. It's nothing crazy, but this car works really well for drifting, obviously having an angle kit. Initially I was going to review a mod that I'd been using, but I figured this would be a little bit better way to start off the series, and this isn't my absolute first time drifting on BeamNG on a wheel, but in the past I discovered that my settings were what was preventing me from progressing in drifting. So since I've recently cleaned up my settings a little bit and I'm on a new wheel, I'm on the Logitech G Pro, I thought this would be a good way to kick off the series. And this video will kind of be like a baseline to show where I start with drifting, and then hopefully throughout this series, as I post more BeamNG videos, you guys will be able to see my progression in drifting and even just how I progress throughout this video. And the end goal is really to then transition into real life and real drift cars. That's something that's been a goal of mine for a while now, so I figured the sim would be a great place to start. Again, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know what you think about it, and without further ado, let's get straight into it. I've been messing around with this road quite a bit because it has a really good section here that you can connect. I struggle quite a bit going downhill. It understeers a lot more downhill, but let's see what we can do on the uphill here. My goal for this video is to link this entire road, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but well, I'm going to use, yeah, we're off to a grand start, but I'm going to use the word link lightly, because like I said, by no means am I good at drifting, but that's going to be the whole kind of goal, I think, of this series, is to just show my progression in drifting, and then of course the ultimate goal is to eventually get in a real drift car and bring you guys that kind of content. So first we need to figure out how to not crash on the sim. So I am on a new setup, a new PC, as I said, so I don't really have it dialed in, to be honest. This is the closest I've come. As I said, I've been messing with the settings quite a lot. It's just my wheelbase is very shit. I'd say for me, first person, is definitely preferred. I find it a lot easier as well, but I know it might not be as interesting to watch. It's not good. Oh, position. from road to bridge, it throws off the balance of the car. Especially this one. You can see it right there. Ready to hit the handbrake right here. Oh my god. And we're stuck in a rock. My next goal is going to be to learn how to use my handbrake better. Even if I have it mapped to a button. Oh yeah, we're fine, we're fine. Now my alignment's fried. I think we're gonna start sending it from like here. There's really this other section that I am focused on. Okay, that was embarrassing. Embarrassing! Y'all can see here, driving assistance, every single one is off. Realistic ABS, realistic gearbox, no assist whatsoever. Yes, I'm flexing. I've always played like that. And I feel like turn a wheel, why not make it as realistic as possible, right? So now we shouldn't get the drift zone activating here. Let's see. Hit the rollback stall. That was all part of the plan. That was also part of the plan completely. Oh, I knew it was gonna kick back, bro. So you can't really rely on crazy speed, otherwise you'll get out of control. Oh no. Telling you guys, this attempt is going to be the one. Ready? That was completely intentional. No, I was actually trying to go for a 360, but I did not think we were going to bounce over the rock like that. If we didn't bounce exactly at that time, we got demolished by that rock. Yeah, this works. This is fine. Who said a drift car can't off-road, man? We're doing this shit right now. Not even gonna repair. Okay, yes I am, I lied. Bro, I choked it at the end. And when I say link the road, like, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm actually good at drifting. I'm not close to linking this road, guys, I'm not gonna lie, but if we can drift every turn, make it clean, and not crash, I'll call that a win. Oh, that would have been crazy. I keep messing up in the same spot, man. We're cooked. So I always have a roll cage. It's just a learning process, guys, you know. Sometimes you're just gonna straight up send it off a cliff. Sometimes might be able to link a corner. You know, it really just depends. I feel like I'm getting scared at this entry now, because I've been messing it up a lot here. according to plan. Wheel sounds like a freaking machine gun, man. I set at full lock on the steering angle, it wants to die. Way too much speed. I tried to go for the 360. Did not work out, but we tried it. Too much. Ah, we're so close. We're right there. I know I can do this, guys. You know what? I think I figured out the problem too. I know exactly what the problem is. It's really simple, you know? It's honestly really simple what the problem is. We're just not sending it hard enough, that's it. Just gotta send it a little bit harder. That did not work at all. I guarantee we're gonna make it all the way this time. Ready? I lied. Okay, this time, ready? Guarantee you. Man. Did we really just get stuck in a bush? Bro, if I clutched in right there, that could have been clean. Straight through the stop sign.
You please tell me why you stopping me?
Yeah, I'm about to.
Huh?
I'm about to.
What?
I'm about to tell you.
Stop sign?
Ultra realistic game. By the way, like I said, I've been trying to learn how to drift for, yeah, that's usually what happened. Hours. Okay, that bush is our op now. And it was always the same thing. It was always, yeah, I'd either more so than not spin out. I'd say it was more my issue, but either spin out or overcorrect, and it would grip up and send me the other way to the wall, which is definitely happening here still. Here, let's try this attempt. as I was saying, I'd always, more so than not, I would spin out. If not, then I'd overcorrect. Oh my gosh. But I could never even do simple turns. Like, I could never get close to things like this. No matter what I tried, it just felt like it wasn't clicking, and I couldn't understand why. And then I got this new wheel a few months ago. It's pretty much the same exact thing. Not that I was expecting a different wheel to change anything, but bruh, that bush, bro. Not that I was expecting a different wheel to change my ability. I was just having the same problems and I couldn't figure out why. And then it wasn't even... It was really just me messing around with the settings because of how the wheel felt. And I kind of pinpointed the issue finally that, you know, when you initiate a drift, like here, you kind of let the car... Well, that wasn't a good example. You let go of the wheel, you let the car counter steer to keep itself from spinning out, and you catch the wheel. And I was practicing repeatedly, you know, just trying to do circles. And every single time it would kind of be like the wheel would rotate too slow. I really need to lock in here. Crashing way too much. But the wheel would rotate too slow for me to catch it, and every time, by the time I would go to catch it at the optimal angle, the car would have already spun out. And I was like, I see all these videos, and that's not what it looks like whatsoever. I started messing around with the settings. I don't know what it was on my old wheel, like I said, but I figured out on this wheel, my dampening, not within BeamNG, but just within the wheel settings itself, my dampening was on 50 out of 100. Man, if it's not one thing, it's another. So I get one turn and mess up the next turn. But I turned my dampening down to 15 and instantly, I mean, I was pretty close to this. We really had it right till the end, man. Bruh. Just gonna pretend that was part of it. Yeah, I didn't crash. I'll take that. I'm taking that. The struggle has been real. The struggle has been so real. Oh my gosh. Hey, we're definitely gonna come back to this road in like 6 months, and I promise you I'm gonna be able to link it entirely. Watch, I'm gonna be able to do it first try. What am I trying to do? Oh man. So I had this part. There we go. I just wasn't letting off the throttle at the right time, honestly. Alright. You know what, I'll take that, honestly. Clean title, runs and drives, no accidents. Perfect condition, one owner. That's how they be on Facebook Marketplace for real. See, that's exactly what we need. Well, maybe not all that. Bro. Bro, same thing. Messed it up at the end. I'll take that though. That was really sloppy on the second turn, but it's improvement, you know? That was just an intentional send right at the end. I honestly think that's about as good as I can do for now. It's a learning process, and hopefully you'll be able to see my improvement just in this video, even that I went from being pretty sloppy to at least being able to connect some turns. So I'm happy with that, and hopefully I can pick up where I left off in this video in the next one. So hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.